The Battle of the Ten Kings, also known as the Dasrajna or Dasrajna Yudha, is a significant event described in the Rig-Veda, one of the oldest sacred texts of Hinduism. This battle is narrated in the 7th Mandala, book of the Rig-Veda, in hymns 18 to 33. The hymns provide an account of a conflict among various tribes and kings. The entire territory of the Vedic Aryans was divided into a number of tribal principalities, ruled normally by the leaders. The Bharatas were the most important Aryan tribe, after whom the India came to be known as Bharata. In connection with the famous Dasrajna Yudha or the Battle of 10 Kings, mentioned in various hymns of the Rig-Veda, many important Vedic tribes and their personalities are found mentioned. The Battle of 10 Kings was between Sudas, a Bharata king of the Tritsu family, and the confederacy of 10 well-known tribes Puru, Yadu, Turvasa, Anu, Druhyu, Alina, Paktha, Bhalanas, Shiva and Vishanin. The former 5 are said to be Aryan tribe while the later 5 are said to be non-Aryan tribes. In the bloody and decisive battle on the banks of river Parusni, the Bharatas emerged victorious. The Purus were another very important tribe in the days of the Rig-Veda. They were closely connected with Tritsus and the Bharatas, and lived on either side of the Saraswati. The Anus, Druhyus, Yadus and Turvasas were the allies of the Purus against the Bharatas. These 5 are the 5 peoples, Panchjana, for the Rig-Veda. The name Yadu and Turvasa normally occur together in the Rig-Veda. Some key details about the Battle of the 10 Kings. Geographical setting: the battle is said to have taken place along the banks of the Parusni River, modern-day Ravi River in Punjab, India. Participating tribes: the conflict involved a coalition of 10 kings, Dasarajas, against a single monarch, Sudas, who was a descendant of the Bharata clan. The opposing forces were divided into 2 groups, with the Bharatas leading one side. Main characters: Sudas was the chief of the Bharatas and the main protagonist of the battle. He is often praised for his leadership and military prowess in the hymns. Vasishtha and Visvamitra, 2 prominent Vedic seers, Vasishtha and Visvamitra, played important roles in the battle. Vasishtha was aligned with Sudas, while Visvamitra supported the other side. The conflict between these 2 seers is a recurring theme in Vedic literature. Cause of the battle: dispute over wealth. The primary cause of the conflict was a dispute over wealth and resources. The hymns suggest that the battle was sparked by a desire for control over the wealth accumulated by the powerful sage Vishvamitra. Outcome: victory of Sudas. Despite being outnumbered, Sudas emerged victorious in the battle. The hymns celebrate Sudas's valor and credit divine assistance, particularly from the god Indra, for his success. Religious significance: the Battle of the 10 Kings is commemorated in several hymns of the Rig-Veda. These hymns not only describe the historical event, but also express theological and philosophical ideas. Indra's role: the hymns emphasize the role of the god Indra, who is portrayed as the divine supporter of Sudas. The victory is often attributed to Indra's intervention in favor of the Bharatas. The Battle of the 10 Kings holds a special place in Vedic literature as it combines historical and mythological elements, providing insights into the social, political, and religious aspects of ancient Indian society. If we discuss the time period of the war, the Battle of the 10 Kings, and the events surrounding it are part of ancient Indian mythology and are described in the Rig-Veda, which is a collection of hymns believed to have been composed between approximately 1500 BCE and 1200 BCE. It's important to note that the Rig-Veda itself does not provide precise historical details, and its accounts often blend mythological and historical elements. Regarding the wealth of Vishvamitra, the Rig-Vedic hymns don't offer specific details about the nature or quantity of the wealth in question. The conflict is presented in more symbolic and allegorical terms, emphasizing the rivalry and power struggles among different tribal groups rather than focusing on material wealth. Vishvamitra, in the context of the Rig-Veda, is initially portrayed as a powerful and wealthy sage. The cause of the conflict is often described as a dispute over the spoils of a sacrificial ritual that Vishvamitra had conducted. The the hymns do not provide concrete details about the wealth itself. As for the time period, dating the events described in the Rig-Veda is a challenging task. Scholars generally place the composition of the Rig-Veda in the early to middle part of the 2nd millennium BCE. The Battle of the Ten Kings is thought to have occurred during this period. However, the lack of precise historical records from that time makes it difficult to establish specific dates for these events. In summary, the Battle of the Ten Kings and the related conflicts are part of Vedic mythology, and the wealth of Vishvamitra is portrayed more symbolically than quantifiably. The time period is broadly considered to be around 1500 BCE to 1200 BCE, but specific dating remains uncertain. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.